Grace and peace, brothers. Hope you're all having a blessed and fantastic day today. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the reason why you find it so difficult to execute and what exactly you can do to solve that. Now, a bit of background context. Before I had started my business, this would have been back when I was working at Chick-fil-A, the night shift. Right? And the only time I really had to execute to make progress on my goals would have been, after I got home, because I was also in school at the time. So normally how this would go is I would get home late, and again, this window I had before I went to sleep was the only time that belonged to me. But instead of making progress and executing, moving the levers so that I could actually get where I wanted to be, I spent all of my time researching, mapping, optimizing, making sure that the route was fully calculated. The problem was that I wasn't building anything. It sure felt like it. It felt like I was making progress, that I was incrementally getting closer to my destination. But the reality of the situation is that I simply wasn't. And I wasn't necessarily wasting time. I was preparing in my head. And that's what made it so dangerous, that mental disconnect between my perception of reality and the actual reality of the situation. And working with a few people now, right? It's something I begin to notice is that, generally speaking, you're not behind or you're not lacking due to a lack of clarity. You're behind because planning has the same texture as progress. It feels the same, right? You feel like you're making progress. It tastes like victory, like something is being accomplished. But the reality is that your distance to the destination remains the same. It doesn't change. In your mind, you're halfway there. But the reality is that you haven't even started because you're stuck in this planning phase, this mental trap that you put yourself in. So it's not that you're lazy or you're unproductive. You just caught yourself in the trap. The way I like to think about it is like a GPS. GPS, it knows the destination. It's literally got every single route possible mapped. It'll calculate the fastest way of getting there, every single turn, account for traffic, the stoplights, stop signs, the entire 9 yards. It knows every single thing that needs to be done to get you from point A, where you are right now, to point B, the place that you are trying to get to. But if the car never moves, if you never get inside and ignite the ignition, then it's useless, right? The GPS now serves no purpose. And you're operating the same way. You've got the same setup. You know where you need to go. You know what the goal is, right? You generally have a direction of what you need to do in order to get there. You've mapped the route, maybe even bought some sort of program to assist you along the way. You've got the notes. You've done everything that you need in order to get to that next step. Your problem is that the car is still parked in the driveway. You've set the route, you've charted the destination, but you haven't got in the car and started moving. And the scary thing is that the GPS is never going to tell you, that the road only reveals itself once you start moving. You only make progress. You only gain the clarity once you've actually started driving. All these obstacles that you're planning around, I need to account for this thing, and I need to make sure this is in check, and I need to make sure I'm doing that. Half of those things don't even exist. They exist in your head. The disconnect lies in their existence within reality, which is that they don't, right? The clarity that you're waiting for, the understanding, the light on the path that you are seeking is not available at the starting point. It's not something you can plan into existence. It's not something you can optimize into reality. It doesn't exist at the starting point. It's only available 3 miles into the journey. You're not going to find it anywhere else. You're not going to find it in the game plan. You're not going to find it in your notes or in the book or in this video or that tutorial. It only exists once you start moving. The real issue here is that planning became the destination for you. Right? Every single moment, every minute, every waking hour you spend refining the plan, planning, optimizing, iterating, instead of executing, the goal gets more researched. It gets more understood, but it does not become closer. And then the window closes, right? Same place every week. With me, I'd always optimize, okay, this is what I need to do. This is the kind of content I'm going to post. This is the way I'm going to run everything, right? But I wouldn't make any progress. The window would close, and then I had to go to sleep to prepare for the next day without accomplishing anything, without driving anything closer to where exactly I needed to be. So the gap is not going to be filled with a better preparation, brother. It's only going to be filled with miles, right? With action. So stop trying to optimize the routes. You need to start driving. You need to make actual progress. You need to do something, right? The plan is not enough. Get in the car, start the ignition, put your foot on the gas. The road is going to correct you. The GPS will naturally reroute you where you need to go, but you just need to move. So understand that the GPS was never meant to replace the drive. You don't need a better plan. You don't need more optimization. You just need to move. So hopefully you found some value here. I hope you learned something. I hope you realize that this goal that you've been seeking, the consistency, the next level, it's not some sort of vague process, or you don't need to over optimize. You just need to take action. You need to get in motion. And if you're a W-2 professional who's trying to build something outside of work but can't find the time or consistency to do so, click the first link in the description. Let's see how we can work together. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.